Hello everyone, welcome. We are currently back in Stray Kids comeback season, the best kind of season. I am super excited. It's been a hot minute since we've had a comeback, so I am ready for new music and new collections. And today we're going to be going through and setting up my binders and going through the album details. This is always one of my favorite kinds of videos to film on my channel because I usually end up filming these the weekend prior to the comeback. So it always feels like it kind of solidifies the excitement for the comeback for me. It's like just a week away. The hype is getting real, everyone's getting excited, and it also gives me a chance to refresh my memory on what it is I've just spent all of my money on. It's a good reminder to know like what the versions are and what each of it includes, and hopefully helps you guys out too if you're still waiting to pre-order. I know some people sometimes wait for these videos so they can more easily see like what kind of version or like which album they would prefer to order. And I also really enjoy doing these too because with each new comeback and with each new season of Stray Kids, there are baby stays who are joining our fandom and coming in, and I know how confusing it can be when you first stand a group or you get into K-pop for the first time and suddenly pre-orders are happening and there's a million versions and you're like, I don't know what's happening. So I always love doing these videos too to try and help mitigate that confusion, to kind of help explain the albums and the process a little bit. So I always hope that this video is helpful for you if that's what you're here for, or if you just need some background noise / motivation to get your own binder ready, we are here. Let's get started. With that said, let's go ahead and get started. So the album title this time around is called 8, which is so funny, so clever, such an amazing play on words. If you saw recently too, they officially announced, I should say, the third world tour details, and that is called Dominate. So even more so piggybacking off of the wordplay, it's gonna be solid as usual. This is one of the cover art illustrations that they put out when the first announcement came, and there are a lot of versions this time around. I feel like with each comeback, for whatever reason, we're adding 1 to 2 more versions every single time. Like, why do we have 2 Nemo versions this time? Hello? Aren't Nemo versions supposed to be like a solution to the overbuying of albums, and now we have 2 of them? There's lots to get into with this, but let's start with the limited version first, which is called the 8 version, and kind of uncharacteristically, all of the inclusions in the limited version are all unique to the limited version. Like, nothing in here carries over to the standard version, which they have been doing in the last couple of comebacks, like either PC sets or like posters or something. Like, usually certain things in the limited version also come with the standard version, but these two are like completely separated this time around, which is kind of interesting. It also in a way forces you to buy a version of each to ensure that you get each of the inclusions that you want, which, like I said, is interesting because if you wanted a photo card but you only wanted to buy the limited version, then you don't have the photo cards from the standard version. You only get the photo card from the limited version. So that's just an interesting thing that I've noticed this time is, yeah, it just, all of the limited inclusions are restricted to the limited. Okay, so if we take a closer look at this is what the outer packaging of it looks like. There has been a leak online, unfortunately, on Twitter of the albums being put out in a store like way ahead of schedule, so we have been able to see like what the cover designs and like the packaging looks like, and from the leak it looks like the package design is very reminiscent of what we had for 5 Star. It's not a hard like bookcase, which I really miss. I really miss like the hard cover cases. I kind of wish we were going back to that, but it looks like the outer packaging is kind of just like a singular photo book that when you open it has like pockets on the inside, and that's where everything kind of is held together. But yeah, I really miss box packaging. I feel like we really thrived with In Life and Ordinary. Like, I just love hardcover, like hard case albums. I feel like they get damaged less quickly, that you can use them for a ton of storage things. Anyway, I think the packaging will definitely be better than what we had for Rockstar. I and a lot of people despise that like stapled saddle stitch whatever we had going on that had like absolutely no spine. Thankfully, it looks like we're back to a spine version packaging, but yeah, I would really love to see like more sturdy like hardcover cases going in the future, but beggars can't be choosers. But yeah, that's kind of the rundown of the outer box and packaging for both the limited and the standard version of the album. So inside for inclusions, we will get an 84-page photo book, 1 CD type. We are getting 1 of 8 random photo cards. So the limited only has 1 photo card set, 1 of 8. I don't know when we started becoming only a 1 of 8 photo card group, but like JYP, I'm really missing out when you gave us like 3 to 4 per album. Like, can Stray Kids go back to having the twice-ification of their albums? Like, twice? Every time you get an album, you have like 8 photo cards, minimum. It feels like. Meanwhile, we're over here struggling with 1 out of 8. Anyway, so something to keep in mind, if you are an OT8 collector or multi-member collector, you will only be getting 1 out of 8 photo cards from the limited, as well as the standard. Standard will also have only 1 out of 16 though. We'll get to that in a second. So yeah, 1 photo card set. There is going to be a photo receipt. I don't know what that means. It kind of just looks like it's going to be photos of the members with probably some kind of funky little cool design on it. We will have 1 out of 8 portrait posters. These are the same like member specific posters that they've been doing the last couple of comebacks. These are always kind of fun to collect if you're into the larger inclusions. There's also a bitmap mini poster, 1 type. I don't know what that means. It kind of, from the preview, looks like it's just kind of like a graphically designed like mini poster. There will also be a mini newspaper. I don't know if this is kind of like where the lyric sheet will live, or if it's just kind of like a little cutesy fun small page photo book. It says 8 pages, so maybe it is kind of like a smaller photo book. And then for pre-orders, so these are the inclusions that you will only receive if you pre-order, or if you pick up a copy, say in like Walmart, Target, Barnes & Noble. These usually come with the pre-order goodies as well. But for the limited, there is a folded poster, 1 type, and then also a sticker pack. So this is a new thing as well. Usually the pre-order benefits from JYP have been photo card sets, but they're kind of switching it up this time and doing stickers, which is kind of a fun idea. I always love stickers. I think stickers are kind of fun. I, for the longest time, have been using stickers from like the Ordinary albums and from 5 Star. Like, I take those stickers and put them on my trades and sales, like when I mail them out, to basically use them. So I'm excited to have a couple packs to put in my collection, but then to also, like I said, use on my trade and sale envelopes and whatnot. But yeah, so that is everything for the limited version. Going over now to the standard version. So like I mentioned, there are 2 standard versions. There is the Chick Chick version and also the Boom version. And it looks like the inclusions between each are kind of similar, but one photo book will have one concept and the other one will have a different concept in it. But inclusion wise, they should be synonymous with each other. So these actually have a shorter photo book than the limited. These are only 64-page photo books for both the Chick Chick and also the Boom version. There's going to be the 2 CD types depending on which version it is you get. There is a mini photo book. There are 2 photo card sets, like I mentioned, but you still only get 1 out of 16, which is really, really sad to me. Like I said, I'm really missing the days when we got multiple photo cards in an album. But so technically there are 2 sets, but regardless of the version, you'll just get a random 1 out of 16 photo card. I am really, really excited to see this though, that they are doing another double-sided card. They've been doing that a lot recently, of doing at least 1 photo card set being double-sided, but it's either been of like their hands or like something else, and it looks like we're actually going back to the back versions of the 2-sided photo card. Very, very similar to what they did for In Life. I loved when they did that for In Life. Actually, I have my Hyunjin photo card on my desk. Let me grab it real quick. So of course we all remember the back photo cards from In Life, so this is what it's going to be for this time as well. One side will be a selfie version, and then you'll actually have their back side as well. Like I said, I was super excited to see these when the preview started coming out, that we were actually getting back photo cards once again, because I think it's just a silly, fun, like, little concept to do, to have it be like selfie and then backside. I don't know, I get a kick out of like little things like that with photo cards. But so we will get a set of those, and then also another random like photo card set. Moving along, we also get one 4-cut photo, one type. I don't really know what this will be. It kind of looks like it's split into like one concept photo and then another concept photo, so I'm interested to see like what this ends up looking like. We also will get a random 1 out of 8 unit photo card. So interestingly, it seems like there are technically 2 like unit photo card sets. There looks like if there's like the Boom version and the Chick Chick version, but you will only get 1 out of like 8 of them total. So it's kind of interesting that they've split it up like this. Like, I feel like they could have given us random 2 out of 8, you know, because there's two types here, but you know, again, I'm not in charge of the inclusions. For pre-orders for the standard, there are 2 folded poster types, and there are also 2 sticker packs. So these are different folded posters and also sticker packs from the limited. And I'm assuming that each of these types are going to be sent along with the same type of album that you bought. So like if you bought the Chick Chick version, I would assume you are getting like the darker folded poster and sticker set, and then if you bought the Boom version, you'll get the more colorful, like cactus themed other set. So those are the standard versions. Moving on next to this letter version. So this is something that's kind of new and also kind of confuses me a little bit, because it basically is just like a postcard set with a CD. And then if you don't pre-order it, you don't get a photo card with it. Like this, out of all of the versions, this is the one that confuses me the most in like what its purpose is. So if we look closer, like I said, the packaging of this just says letter envelope. It's one type, so you just get one version of this. Inside there is a set of postcards. You will get 8 postcards, I assume member specific, you know, with some kind of logo doodle on the back, 1 CD type, and then if you pre-order this version, you will receive 1 out of 8 photo cards. And again, I don't know why they just didn't include the photo card into the version itself. Like, I think it's so interesting to do it this way. Like I said, once pre-orders pass, this version is basically just like a postcard version, which I guess depending on the type of collector and like completionist person you are, you could totally skip this. Like I really don't think like this version is really all that worthwhile, because it doesn't include a photo card. Like straight up, if you don't pre-order it, you get it later when pre-orders aren't open. It doesn't get a photo card. You just get a postcard set, which could be fun as well, but I feel like a lot of the appeal, a lot of the draw, a lot of like collections revolve all around the photo cards. And for a version to like not even come with a photo card, this is where it starts to feel like a really bad cash grab. Like, what are we doing? Why can't the photo card just be included as an inclusion? I don't know. Out of all of the versions, like I mentioned, this is the one that confuses me. This is the one that upsets me a little bit, because it's just like, why? Like, what is the purpose? Am I still gonna collect it? Yes, because I'm trash. But I feel like for you, make that executive decision whether or not you think this version is worth it. Moving on now to the Nemo versions. As prior mentioned, we have 2 Nemo versions this time around, but we have 2 different versions. There is an A version and a B version. From what I can see here, I think the packaging, like the outer packaging, is just going to have like the 8 logo design and then maybe like a few doodles, because this really doesn't look like heavily designed at all. Like, comparatively to the Rockstar Nemo version, I think it really is just going to be the logo. Like, I don't think it's going to have any extra frills or whatever, which, I don't know. When I see it, I'll have to make a better executive decision, but I think kind of just slapping a logo onto something feels really lazy and a little bit too simple, but I will save my reserved judgments until I actually see it. I will just judge them now for having two versions. I'm a hater, I'm so sorry. I don't think that you need two versions of a platform album, in my opinion. With that said though, the inclusions will include a QR card for both the A version and the B version. This is how you will access the album because the platforms don't come with a CD type. It is all through the Nemo app. So this is your QR code, you scan it and activate it, and then the album gets added to your Nemo account. So there will be two types for each of the versions. Something that is nice for the platforms though is it will include it'll include one full photocard set, two if you buy both versions. So each version will come with a full OT8 photocard set, which they did also for the Rockstar Nemo as well. That is something I really enjoyed, where you only had to buy one of these and you got basically like the entirety of the photocards all within this. Like, I think that is something that was a really smart move on their part, is to just include everything in it. So they are doing that again, as they're being very gracious and giving us two full sets. Additionally, there is also a random photo card per version. So there is a random 1 out of 8 photo card for both the A version and the B version. The photo cards between each, if you can see from the previews, are different, which means like it's not a random 1 out of 8 collectively. It's much more like a random 1 out of 16, depending on like if you bought both versions or not. But yeah, there is this as well. Hopefully that all makes sense. Basically, it's you will get a full photo card like OT8 set, and then you will also get a random 1 out of 8 photo card per version. You'll also get like the manual card, which is basically just the instructions on how to link the QR code to your app, and there are no pre-order benefits for this one. I don't think that there were any either with the Rockstar one, but yeah, this one doesn't come with any pre-order JYP benefits. Alright, moving on to the last version before we go and talk about our favorite thing. But this is the accordion version. So basically this is the member digipack version this type around. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about this, and we're gonna get into it. And I want to preface beforehand, everyone at this point has an opinion on the Lose My Breath single. I had the opinion that I wasn't going to support it because of who they collaborated with and who helped produce the track, so I didn't support the track. If you did, that is your choice. I can't make you boycott it, but personally I boycotted it. I didn't support it. So when I saw that the accordion version had the Lose My Breath photos, concept photos, promotion pictures on it, I was really kind of confused and a little bit like put back, because Lose My Breath isn't on the album. It might have been on the album originally, and then because there has been so much feedback, pushback, whatever you want to call it, they might have pulled it. So maybe it originally was on there, it would make sense to reuse the photos, but it's not on there now. It's not on the track list, it's not being promoted on the album, so I don't know why the photos are being used for the accordion version. I had a conversation with a friend and mutual of mine about this, and I was just kind of like, I don't understand the reasoning behind using these photos on a brand new album, because Lose My Breath had its own physical single. Like, it had its own physical release that you could buy, that you could pre-order, that you could purchase, and from what I can tell, that was just a jewel case. But in my brain, that is where it would have made the most sense to use these photos, to use these inclusions, to just do that. Like, I know having physical singles are kind of can be frustrating because it's like you're buying a physical single or like a physical copy for something that only has one song on it. But if you're gonna do like heavy promotions for it, that's where it makes sense. Where if you're gonna have photo books, if you're gonna have photo cards, if you're gonna have concept photos, that's where it makes sense to put it in that physical single and make multiple versions of that physical single so you can generate that revenue. It doesn't make sense to reuse those photos and to put it in a brand new album where the song isn't associated it to, where the song isn't tied to the album at all. Like, it just, I don't know. I really don't understand why the Lose My Breath photos are being used for this version. Like, I really don't. I'm really kind of disappointed in JYPE that they made this decision because I don't think it's the time or place. I could rehash it over and over. Lose My Breath is not on this album. Why are the photos being included in a version type? It does not need to be here. With that said, I most likely am not going to be collecting this version whatsoever. If you want to, that is your prerogative. That is what you want to do with your money. I can't stop you, but I'm just letting you know, for my collection, I'm not going to collect this. I will still run through the details really quick if you are interested, if you want to. Like I said, you make your decision. But I did just kind of want to get my own little personal rant out because this is my channel. These are my opinions. I'm not going to lie to anyone, and I'm not going to support that single ever. Sorry if you're not here for that. I wish you well. I just want to pop in and put in a quick editor's note because I feel like I was clear but also still slightly unclear as to why I'm deciding to not purchase and have the accordion version in my collection, and it's simply just because it has Lose My Breath connotation associated with it. I see those photos and all I think about is the single, and then all I think about are the two people who worked on the title that I don't agree with, that I don't like their actions of, that I don't like them as people and what they think. And I just don't want that associated in my collection. I just don't want to have it. So it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. There may be some questions of like, oh, it's just an album type, you know, like they're just pictures, just like blah 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 blah. Everyone has their own opinions, everyone has their own choices to make. So I'm allowed to not support this version. I'm allowed to not want to see those photos. It's perfectly fine, I think, as a fan and as a person to say no to something when you don't agree to it. Maybe it seems extreme in this context because, again, it's just an album to a K-pop group, but like when you think about it in the bigger picture, Lose My Breath was a single that was produced by people I don't agree with. I also don't think that me choosing to not buy a singular version makes me any less of a fan. I don't think my actions make me any less of a fan. I don't hate Stray Kids for collaborating with this person. We don't know what happens behind the scenes, but just for me and my collection and to keep things how I want, I'm just simply choosing to not purchase this album. Lastly, this isn't me trying to tell you what you should or shouldn't do regarding this album version. I can't make you not buy the album, and I also can't make you buy the album. It's all your decision, it's all your money, so you have to be the one to decide what you want to do in this situation. I'm just explaining to you my context, what I'm choosing to do because I post on a public platform. I feel like my voice and my reasoning behind my actions in this circumstance is good to know, it's good to hear, and, you know, for added context for later. Anyway, that's it. We'll get into the album details if you're still interested. So make your own decision on how you feel about this version, but if you are interested in the accordion version, this is what the breakdown is. So like I mentioned, these are the member-specific individualized like digipacks this type around. So there are 8 different types for each of the members. So there are all the version photos and types. You'll get a CD type per member you ordered from, so there are 8 types. You will get a lyric paper. You will also get a random 1 out of 8 photo card. I can tell just from the previews that this is the outfits from the Lose My Breath music video, so it's going to be the exact same outfits that they are in these photos up here in these photo cards for you to collect. There is also a mini lip card, which is really interesting. It basically is exactly what it says. It's a lip card with all of the members' lips on it, which is both funny and also kind of weird to collect, but hey, to each their own, I guess. And then there is a pre-order gift for this. There is a random 1 out of 8 photo card for you to collect if you pre-order. I didn't watch the Lose My Breath music video, so I don't know if these outfits are from that, but I would assume that these are the same outfits as well. But yeah, that is the accordion version. Like I said, I'm so sorry if you were looking forward to me unboxing that. I'm gonna pass on this one. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no to this one. But you will have me unboxing all of these other versions for you. No worries whatsoever there. Okay, last thing I want to talk about, which we talk about every single time, is the pre-order benefits. Our favorite topic ever. So as of yesterday, this is the most completed POB pre-order benefit list that I have been able to find. As usual, there are quite a lot of pre-order benefits. For those of you who are new and who are baby stays, these pre-order benefits are different from all the other pre-order benefits that I have talked about previously. When I talk about pre-order benefits from the actual like album details here, these are the pre-order benefits from These are the pre-order benefits from JYPE. These are the pre-orders that you get just from buying the album itself. These pre-order benefits are from the stores that you buy from. So if you buy your albums from Yes24, JYP Shop, Music Plank, Blue Dream Media, Soundwave, Aladdin, Mixar, MMT, K-Town, Tower Records, etc., etc. These are the pre-order benefits that you will get, separate from the album pre-order benefits. Something I want to talk about with pre-order benefits, though, is I am bored. I don't know if this is a controversial opinion or not. I briefly talked about it on Twitter, but I feel like I am just bored of Stray Kids pre-order benefits, because when you look at other groups collectively and then you compare it to the pre-orders of Stray Kids, they are miles behind. Like they can't even hold a candle to everyone else, because everyone else has really fun concepts, they have really fun props, they have really fun designs or like poses that they do within the cards, and it just feels like every single pre-order benefit that comes out of Stray Kids these days is face selfie photo of them in either a music video outfit or just a daily outfit. For example, Sony Music Shop, HMV, Tower Records, these are all just like daily outfits that they took a selfie in. Yes, I love seeing selfies of the members. Yes, each of them have an immaculate face card that you cannot deny. But I feel like for a pre-order benefit, it's not special. It's not unique. It's not fun. It's not exciting to collect. And I realize that pre-order benefits are an added gift for pre-ordering the album. I just feel like it should just be a little bit more special, maybe, because typically in the collecting and the trade and sell world, POBs hold way higher value and have way bigger demand than album photo cards sometimes, because of the exclusive I can't say that word.
Exclusivity.
Because they're so exclusive to only being distributed during the pre-order time, it tends to make like the value of them go up compared to just a normal album card. So with that in mind, I do wish that these pre-order cards were just a little bit more exciting, had a little bit more to offer, were just a little bit more fun, essentially. Like I really feel like I am so burnt out on collecting Stray Kids POBs, And one, because there are so many all the time, and two, just because I just feel like one set is basically another set and another set. Like they're so similar to one another that it's like if you have one set, then you have 3 other sets because they're all in the same outfit and they're all posing the same. So I do think, at least for this era, we'll have to see going forward if any of this changes or not. But I am going to significantly cut down my POB collection for this album, just because I'm just not excited about the POBs. I'm really just not excited about the look of them, the theme of them. Like, I don't know. Like, I really hope that this doesn't come off as being, like, overly negative, because I don't place the blame on the kids at all. I think it's just they're not getting, none of them are like getting any direction. No one on set is like giving them a fun prop to use. No one on set is telling them to, like, you know, everyone do like a hand heart, or to, you know, do a funny pose or wacky pose. Like, something that I compare it to, like, that just happened recently is ATEEZ just had a comeback, and Hello 82 is a big distributor of ATEEZ albums, and I think that there were like, I don't know, they're anywhere from like 5 to 8 Hello 82 POB sets, and each of them were so unique and so different and so fun with one another that it was like so much fun as an ATEEZ collector to collect all of those, because there was good theming, there was good variety, there was a difference between all of them, and like there was just fun. Like, if you're gonna do POBs, you need to make them fun. Otherwise, it just, again, feels like a cash grab to release all these versions and then have all of the stores only offer POBs for one of the versions, so then you're forced to buy exclusively from only one store to get that version, to get the POBs for that version. Anyway, I'm kind of running around in circles. My wish to Stray Kids or the staff or someone going forward is I just wish that there were more directions given to the kids. Because I just don't think the POBs are exciting. Like I said, it's nothing to do with the kids. I don't think that there's anything wrong with the kids. I don't think it's their fault. I love collecting photos and POBs and whatever of them. I just wish there was more exciting. That's why, like, anytime there is like a prop card or like a theme card that comes out amongst Stray Kids, it suddenly like skyrockets in popularity and in demand, because we don't ever get that. We don't ever see that, and it's like anytime there's like they're in cute bows or they're holding a teddy bear or something, it's like everyone wants that because we don't ever get that. And I'm not trying to give JYP any more reason for them to steal all of our money, but like, if you want to see incredible sales growth, get the kids some props, get them in some fun outfits, get them in some fun poses, and like, you will see pre-order numbers quadruple. I guarantee you, because those are the cards we want, those are the pre-orders that we're gonna make, and that is your big business move. But yeah, that's just something I wanted to touch on, because we always talk about pre-order benefits when I do these type of videos, and I just wanted to, like I said, keep it real. I like keeping it real. I like keeping my thoughts as honest as I can on this channel and letting you know from a pretty hardcore OT8 collector, if I'm telling you that I'm kind of done collecting POBs right now because I think there are too many, and there are too many that look the same and are uninteresting, then I think, you know, there's probably a reason for change, or, you know, there's probably reason to slow down. I feel like I've kind of said the same thing over and over the last couple of comebacks of like, oh my gosh, there's so many POB sets, and most of them feel the same now, but I feel like this comeback has really solidified all these POB sets look the same to me, and I'm just not interested in it anymore, which I feel like from a pretty hardcore OT8 collector who collects anywhere from 8 to 12 POB sets every single era, for me to be not interested in anymore feels like a big step, not only in my collection journey, but and also just kind of like a self-awareness of like, why do I need a pre-order benefit of Chan just in a hoodie? Or, you know, why do I need a pre-order benefit that is in the exact same outfit as an album photo card is. You know, like I'm kind of seeing in between the lines finally. I'm kind of seeing the light at the end of the road that, you know, pop sets are fun, but if they're not fun pop sets, then they're not fun to collect. And if I can get the same basically photo and pose from an album PC than a pob, then I'm probably pretty solid to just collect the album PCs at that point. So with that said, I will still probably end up with a few pop sets just based on my pre-orders of ordering the albums, but I don't think as of right now, I mean, this could change because I'm complete trash, and it'd all be contingent on what the actual pop sets look like when they're released and physical photos come out. But I really don't think for this era I'm going to go out of my way to collect a ton of sets. I feel like I may just stick with the pop sets that I get from my pre-order, from my Target cards. If there are any Chan ones I feel like I can't live without, I'll go and seek those out, but I probably won't end up with as many as I usually do historically. But anyway, that was probably a super long tangent, but I just kind of wanted to talk about it really quick. I'm also super interested in hearing what everyone else thinks, so let me know down in the comments below if you are feeling similarly, or if you're like, I'm the complete opposite. I'm ready to collect everything and anything, and I'm gonna get all these cards, which I have no problem with. I've just kind of gotten to a point in my collecting journey where I'm just like, I'm tired, you know? I could be spending this money elsewhere, so that's what I'm gonna do for right now. But yeah, let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. I always love having open conversations about these kind of things because I think that's what makes a community fun, is we all have differing opinions and different collecting levels, so I'm always interested to hear what everyone else thinks in regards to pobs or album versions or collections or whatever, what have you. So, okay, now that we've talked for a million years about all the versions and all of the inclusions, we will do my very quick setup for how I plan to do my binder. So I have my stack of fillers that I'm going to be using and my trusty pencil here. What I'm going to go through now is I'm just going to write down on my filler cards what it is I'm going to be collecting for the inclusions, and then I'll go ahead and pull out my binder with my sleeves and whatnot, and we can throw those in really quick. So if you're new here, I mention this every single time, but my fillers are super simple and low-key because I like it that way. I don't feel the need to make custom fillers or do something intricate. I like to just keep it simple for myself. So my fillers are basically just cut down cardstock or printer paper. Right now they're cardstock because I ran out, so I just had some extra white cardstock on hand and used that. But I basically just cut it down to a like clear sleeve size, so I know that it fits inside my pocket pages, and then I use a pencil to write on my fillers like what it is I'm collecting, so then later I can go through and just erase it and then reuse, recycle my fillers, and then I'm not wasting a bunch of sticky notes or pre-made fillers or whatever. So okay, wait, I wrote down a list off camera of what I'm planning to do. So for the limited set, of course we're gonna collect the PC photo card set. So I'm gonna put limited PC. Oh my gosh, my handwriting was so awful there. Let me fix this. Okay, I don't know if that's better or worse, but we have the limited PC, the photo receipt thing, the portrait posters, there's 8 of those, and then I don't really know what I'm doing exactly with the bitmap mini poster, the mini newspaper, and the sticker pack. I will probably put them in my binder because I like to put anything and everything in my binder. I just don't know, like, layout wise how, or like if I want to put like the sticker pack, or like if these will fit in a 9-pocket page, or like if we'll have to use a specialized page or not, or if I just want to kind of like use them to decorate, you know, maybe around like the mini posters. I don't know. I'll know better once I have the albums and kind of can see, but I think for now I'm just gonna make one filler that has all 3 of these on here, and I'll just put it in like a 1-pocket page as like a placeholder for now. So we'll just do that. Have the bitmap, the newspaper, and then the pop sticker set. And that's everything for the limited. So then for the standards, we have the Chick Chick and the Boom PC sets. And then we'll also have the unit PCs. And then, yeah, the 4-cut and the sticker packs. I think I'll put those 2 together and do the same thing. And then for the letter version, I guess it's just the pre-order cards. So the letter pob. I don't know how I would, or if I would store the postcard set, so I'm just gonna leave that blank for now to see if it makes sense to put it in my binder or not. I like haven't even thought about how to put the Rockstar postcards in my binder yet. That's still like a TBD thing, so I think I'm just gonna leave that for now. But then for the Nemo sets, we'll do the photo card sets, like the full photo card sets and the QR codes together. We'll just put them all on a page. So we'll do so I did Nemo set A and B for the QR cards and the sets, and then I'll do just the Nemo version A and B cards. Okay, Nemo A and B version. That's all of that. We aren't doing the accordion, like I mentioned. I was gonna do a pob filler, but like I just tangent on. I don't really know what my pob plan is. I probably will collect the Target set. This is something I didn't mention. But Target, Walmart, and Barnes & Noble are the US exclusives this time. Typically, Target and Barnes & Noble are our usual US exclusives, and Walmart had, I think, come into the game last comeback, but they were just a postcard, but they actually have photo cards this time. So Target is 8 selfie cards, and then Walmart and Barnes & Noble are 4 unit cards, which are kind of fun. I just collect Target or I just collect Barnes & Noble, but it might be fun to collect both the Walmart and Barnes & Noble units, but I don't know. I'll have to see what they look like when they come out, but I am planning on picking up copies from, oh my gosh, that was terrible. I'm planning on picking up my copies from Target on release day, so I will probably end up with a Target set, so I'll just make a Target filler because I will probably collect OT8 for that. But yeah, I've been thinking about also maybe doing the Walmart and Barnes & Noble unit cards, especially because I'm not collecting the accordion inclusions, so I don't know, TBD, but I do love unit cards and stuff. But okay, yeah. That is all that I'm going to set up for. These are going to be all of my fillers. So I will just quickly grab my binder and my sleeves really quick, and we will throw those in there, and then we will sign off for this video. Alright, I've grabbed my binder and my binder where I keep my sleeves. So I'm just going to pull out, I think I need 11 pocket pages. looks like I need to order some more 9 pocket pages. And then I originally thought that I would be able to use these like 6 pocket pages for the receipts. Like I was like, oh, those would be perfect. Like you could just like slide them in here. Apparently they won't fit. They're gonna be way too big. And I was like, okay, well maybe then I'll just put them in like the 4 pockets. They won't even fit in the 4 pockets. So I may have to rethink the storage on these, which I was not anticipating. I was really hoping that they would fit in these, but they're not going to. So I guess I'll just pull out a 1 pocket page and then we will go from there. Sorry, I had to get my list to figure out how many of these I'm gonna need now. I'll just do 4. Okay, I will go ahead and link all of my binder supplies down below in case you're interested in seeing what I use, but it's mostly all just like Ultra Pro pages. I think this is the Avery binder, and then like I said, my fillers are just white paper that's been cut, but I will leave all of my links and stuff in the description if you're interested in that. Okay, I gotta flip this all the way to the back. We'll pop the pages in. Alright, flip back to the front here, and quickly, real quick, I want to say this before anyone yells at me, because every time I post a video like this or I post something similarly, I always get, where's your collection? You always post binder setups, but you never post your collection. Can we see your collection? And I agree. Okay, I never ever like show my collection or like show me putting away my collection post like these binder setup videos. And if you've been on the channel for a while, if you're an OG, you know why. And it's because I did a video that was storing my entire No Easy collection, and it did really well. People really liked it. And it's because I had a really big full collection to put away, but I also had like customized and special fillers for each of the pages. And so I had gotten it in my brain that I was going to do that for all of my collections, like moving forward. And I still want to do that, and I still really wanted to do that, but I am a major procrastinator, and so I just like kept putting it off. Now I'm like 4 or 5 comebacks post that, and I still haven't like put away any of my collection. But this is only partially my Ordinary and Maxident collection, but I want to say on record here, video coming soon. I officially put in my print order request to get my fillers printed. I made my fillers, I'm getting them printed. I'm determined to finally put out these videos, and I'm going to be starting off with my Ordinary and Maxident collection like 2 years post album, but I'm finally doing it. You're finally going to be seeing my collection videos coming very soon. So before anyone can yell at me, and I don't really mean yell, everyone is usually pretty like nice and sweet about it, just being like, where's your collection? It's coming. I finally got my butt in gear and was like, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, video coming soon. Do let me know though what would be better. If it would be better to make like everything its own individual video, like storing my Ordinary collection and storing my Maxident collection, or like combining like 2 or 3 comebacks together and having like a mega PC storing video. I don't know. Let me know what you prefer, because it'll help me like with my editing and filming process and all that. But yeah, coming soon. I promise. I officially promise this time. Anyways, I just wanted to mention that, because I know people have been waiting on that kind of video for a long time from me. So I wanna finally make it happen. But okay, let me get all these separated. So I'm just putting in the filler that has like the version name on it, and then I'll just fill in all the remaining gaps and stuff with these blank fillers. And I don't feel the need to put like BC or like Lino or like, you know, like write out their names or anything because I'm an OT8 collector. So I know I'm gonna collect everyone, so I don't feel the need to like individually write their names down or whatever. And I know like age order at this point, so like I mentioned, I like to just try and keep things as simple as possible. Oh, oopsie. So when I first put in the pages here, I initially did it with limited starting first, but I was like, why would I want to have the limited PCs first? So now everything's a little bit backwards. Okay. How is everyone feeling? Is everyone super excited for this comeback? I am like foaming at the mouth. I was talking to one of my best friends, who is like an IRL best friend, who I have been like talking and yelling and like screaming about Stray Kids to her for like the entire 4 years that I've been a stay. Like she's seen me like start to be into K-pop again and become a Stray Kids fan up until now, and I finally have like converted her over to a Stray Kids and like K-pop fan. Like it only took me 3 years of like daily yelling at her of being like, come join me, you will love them, for her to like finally get on board. But I was talking to her on our like weekly Discord hangout the other day, and we were talking about like the album and stuff, and like we are just like so incredibly excited. Like we were just like, oh my gosh, like it's only a week away, I can't wait to go and get albums, and like we're gonna like FaceTime probably later in the evening and like open an album together with her and her sister and her mom because they're visiting her, and just it's gonna be so much fun. And I can't wait to finally listen to the album. Like it hasn't been that long, but it has been enough time past where I'm like, I am so ready for new Stray Kids music. Like, oh my gosh, I am just ready to have a new album to bump all day, every day. And yeah, finally get to listen to it. So I think I've mentioned it before, but I don't typically listen to any of like the teasers and or like the mashup videos like ahead of time. Like I will watch like the video, but I will always have the sound on mute because I always love and enjoy having my first listen through be like a blind listen through. Like I haven't heard anything, any sort of music or sound or whatever. Though Chan did spoil Mountain for me because he was singing it on Bubble. I think the day that the teaser for it came out, and none of my friends had like gotten to me before I had clicked into Chan's Bubble, so I know what Mountain sounds like a little bit because Chan literally spoiled it for me. But I don't know what anything else sounds like, so I'm super excited to finally like hear the album, and I just like I can feel like the hype and the noise and like the feeling from just watching the videos, and wow, I'm so excited, so incredibly excited. Okay, sorry, I need to orient myself. So I did the 2 standard PC sets, the unit set, and now I need the 4-cut and the sticker packs, and I was just gonna do a 1-page for that. Sorry, like I said, I got my system all mixed up because I originally put pages in here to have the unit or the limited first, and I'm like, I'm not gonna put the limited inclusions first. Okay, now we can put all the limited stuff in. But yeah, super excited. Also, I think everyone is kind of assuming at this point. I mean, we won't know till like it's confirmed, or if and when it is confirmed, but I think everyone is kind of anticipating that the title track or the album in some capacity is linked to Deadpool and or Marvel in some capacity. But specifically Deadpool, like the new Deadpool and Wolverine movie, especially because like there's been so many like hints and like callbacks and tiebacks, and with the Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman like interview and meetup that they just had with Felix and Bang Chan in Korea, and also Ryan Reynolds being in the Chick Chick Boom like teaser, like he had a small little cameo for like a second, so I feel like everyone's like, oh my gosh, like one of the songs is gonna be in the movie, and I think that would be like absolutely incredible. Like I think that would be so fun, and we have been like wanting it that as a fandom for so long. So I don't know, I'm excited not only for like the release of new music, but to see how like crazy we are or aren't for thinking that we're gonna be in the Deadpool movie. So I don't know. I love how much stays have like run with that idea of like, oh yeah, like Stray Kids are in the new Deadpool movie. Like Chan is the ultimate successful fanboy, truly. Alright, so yeah, so this is what I'm just gonna do for the photo receipt for now, and I put 8, you know, just to indicate that I'm collecting all 8 of them for all 8 members. But yeah, I'm gonna have to see once I get the physical albums and I like have the thing, what's gonna make more sense. Like I said, I'm so upset that it's not gonna fit in like that 8 or that 6 pocket page. Like that would have been so perfect, truly. Same thing for these posters. Once I finally get them, I'll like put the 8 pages in here, but for now I'll just put like poster with the number 8 because we're collecting them. I like just cut these today because I realized I had like 3 of my old fillers left, and some of these I cut like way too big. Like some of them are like the perfect size, and then some of them I cut like just a little bit short or I mean a little bit too big, and they like don't fit in here, or they're like a tight fit. I should probably just invest in more like white sleeves, because that makes sense, and then like takes the role off of me of like having to cut down fillers. But like I don't really use like white or colored sleeves for anything, so I don't know, I just haven't, and I'm like, that's just money. What is on this page? Alright, there's like a weird little fuzzy stuck in there. What was I saying? Oh, that's just like another cost that I would have to pay. So maybe I'll just stick with the DIY for now, even though it took me like an hour. An hour to cut all down these filler cards. It's fine. Do I want to? Sorry, I like got a little bit sidetracked. I was just wondering if I should put like the full Nemo sets. Well, I should break it up. I'm sorry, I'm talking out loud. I was like, should I put the full Nemo sets first? But then I was like, I should probably put like the version A's with each other, and then the version B's with each other. So concept-wise, everything is like with its own pair. I can like rearrange, I guess, the order in which if I want to have like just like the normal photo cards or like the set cards first, but this definitely makes more sense to like keep the sets with each other. My brain is like kind of frazzled right now as we're like winding down. One, because I've been like filming forever, because I literally do not know how to just like yap for my entire life. This video is definitely like way too long. I definitely talked way too much in the beginning. But also, we are in like a crazy record high heat wave right now. And I don't have the air on right now because you would be able to hear the air going in the background. So I am just like melting, like absolutely melting right now. So I also think like having no heat right now is frying my brain a little bit, and I'm not thinking super straight. But yeah, it's been, oh my gosh, it's so hot. Typically the summers here are not too bad. Like they get hot because I'm in a desert state. And it's usually like a dry heat, but I live up closer to like the mountains and like the northern end of the state. So typically summers are like, they're hot, but they're not like super hot. Like we usually don't have like hotter than like 95 days here. But with this heat wave that is like rolling through the like west coast right now, we've had like 103, 105 days here like consecutively. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, am absolutely melting my face off. Like every time I get in my car to drive home from work, my like poor little butt cheeks are like flamed alive because I have black interior seats and our parking lot just like faces the sun all day. So I like open my hot car and sit on my hot black interior seats and just like fry away. Like, oh my gosh, it is so absolutely warm. It's too warm. Too warm right now. Okay. Should I put in, I know I said I wasn't going to, but should I just put in like a pob filler? Because I am gonna have pobs, even though I said I wasn't really like hardcore collecting pobs, but I will have pobs. So I guess I'll just put a pobs filler just to anticipate putting some away. And I don't think, I only have 3 fillers left. So I guess this back page just won't have any fillers. That's fine, because I wasn't anticipating having a pobs page. But anyway, okay, that is everything set up in here. Let me flip to the front so we can do a quick little overview of like what I have envisioned and what it will probably look like. So okay, we have the Chick version PC set and the Boom version PC set. Then we'll have the 8 unit cards and the 2 separate sets. I figure we can all just put them on one page together. Unless like aesthetically they don't really mesh well, maybe then I'll like separate them. But I think for now the move is to just put them all on one page. So we'll have a unit page, and then we'll figure out what to do with the standard like 4-cut and pob sticker sets when they're here. But this is just the placeholder. And then we'll have the limited PC set. We'll have the photo receipts, the mini posters, and then I'll figure out what to do with like the bitmap poster, the newspaper, and then also the limited pob sticker set. And then we'll have the letter pob photo cards, TBD on the postcard inclusions that come with that, like I said, but for now we'll just plan to put the photo cards here. And then we'll have the Nemo full photo card set version A, the random version A photo cards, full set B, random B set, or the random B version, the Target card, and then there will be another page in here if I decide to do like the Walmart and Barnes & Noble card, and then pobs. Again, whatever that situation is. But yeah, that's pretty much the setup. It's a pretty solid setup. I don't anticipate we're gonna have more versions announced, but literally at this point, who knows what JYP could do to us. Like, I don't know, but I would anticipate that this is kind of it. These are our versions and things are kind of set until release date. But yeah, that is gonna be everything for this video today. We've got everything all set up and we ran through all the versions together. I really hope that you enjoyed. Like I mentioned in the beginning, this is always one of my favorite videos to film because we just get a chance to sit down and chat and talk about what is coming up, include my initial thoughts and feelings about some of the versions and what I think about them, and maybe some concerns that I've been thinking about as a collector slash like what's going on in the community. And yeah, just open up the chance for you guys to, you know, jump in and let me know thoughts and feelings about the comeback, about the setups, about pobs, about album versions, whatever. Like I said, let me know what you're thinking, how you're feeling down in the comments below. I love to check in with all y'all and comment back and go back and forth in comments. So yeah, super excited. I am planning on doing unboxing day of. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna be heading down to Target, so there will be a Target unboxing video next Friday, probably later in the evening Friday, because that's typically when I get it like edited and uploaded and that. So yeah, Friday evening I will see you for our first 8 unboxing of the comeback. Super exciting. I cannot wait until this album is in our hands and we can listen to it to our heart's content. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it for me today. I thank you so much for watching and sticking along with me, and I will see you very soon. Bye!